Can you give me an example of a true ticking time bomb situation? A specific example in which there was a time and a place and a person who was believed to have information about some explosion or something, where in fact this particular case saved somebody's life even. Can you give us an example of that?
Yes. Well, I'm at a disadvantage because I personally do not have, be legalistic, I personally don't have a complete proof, but I would point out there's an excellent article in the last issue of National Journal by Stuart Taylor, who's widely regarded as a very objective and nonpartisan commentator.
What's the name of the case that you're referring to?
He argues that Khalid Sheikh Mohammed, in the circumstances so close post-September 11, was as close as you can get to a ticking time bomb, because here was the man whom we believe to have.
Wait a minute, Mr. Refkin. I'm not asking close as you can get. I'm asking there.
Well, but he was.
I'm talking about if you don't, we have to torture you because within 3 hours, the bomb's going to go off, and we have to torture you to stop that bomb from going off. Do we have a situation like that? I'll even give you 4 hours.
Well, with all due respect, that's very generous of you, Congressman, but 3 or 4 hours does not.
5.
It's like arguing what severe is. The view that the administration, as I understand, had was somebody like KSM who had information about impending attacks. Could have been a matter of days or weeks. It does not make it any less.
Okay, Mr. Rifkin, thank you. Mr. Chair, may I just ask the other panelists if they know of a ticking time bomb case? Mr. Sands, Ms. Cohn, Ms. Levon, do you know of that ticking time bomb, the real case?
I know of one. It's on the show 24.
It's fictional.
And that's the only one I know of.
Sands?
I know of none other, and I've never seen the show 24, so I don't even know of that one.
Mr. Luban?
Yeah, I have been trying to chase down true ticking time bomb cases for a couple of years. There have been a couple that have been alleged to be ticking time bomb cases. They turned out not to be true. If I could take a second to describe one, I think the poster child was the bomb maker, Al-Qaeda bomb maker in the Philippines. His name is Murad, who was captured because the bomb went off. The Philippine police tortured him brutally, and he revealed in the end that there was a plot to blow up American airliners and to assassinate the Pope. Now, that looks like the ticking time bomb case, except for 2 things. First, the torture was not the thing that broke him. What broke him was the threat that he was going to be turned over to the Israelis, who apparently, according to one journalist, he feared even more than he hated. And secondly, all the information was already on his laptop, which the Philippine police had, except that when you take torture as your A option, you don't look at the B options. And so the idea that a ticking time bomb case is one where only torture produces the information, that's crucial. And torture-oriented interrogation organizations, police forces, begin to gravitate toward torture, and they leave aside all the non-torture methods. All of that information was on Murad's computer.